Let's talk about retinol serum. How to use retinol serum. Who needs to use retinol serum? How to apply it to get maximum result from it. Now, first of all, what is a retinol serum? Retinol is simply vitamin E. And as you can see, there are different retinols, different serums that we have, but these are samples of retinol serum. We have a lot of serums, but serums, not all serums are serum, like I used to say. Now, let's talk about retinol serum. These are samples of retinol serum. Retinol serum is simply vitamin A serum. Okay, who needs vitamin A serum? If you want to take care of your dark spots, cell turnover, anti-aging, wrinkles, what you need is retinol serum. That is the only thing that can do the job. Retinol cream, retinol serum, retinol gel, they are all vitamin A, but in different percentage. Yes, in different concentration. If you look over here, you see that we have other retinol here. Now this is a retinol gel, for example, and we have them in 0.1, 0.05, 0.025. Now, for you to start using retinol in cream or gel, you start little if that is your first time. If you want to start using them from serums like this, you can start in any percentage as far as it has something like hydrating in it, like either you have hyaluronic acid or ceramide in a couple with it, which I'm going to make you understand that. Now, the best way to use this is 0.1 is best used if you have stretch marks you're trying to treat, or you use 0.22, 0.5, and now you want to go higher grade. You can't just start with this. It can purge your skin. It can make you have breakouts. Yes, so it is best to start low. Now, the best to start with if it's your first time, especially if you are already having active acne, it's always the serum, because the serums come in a milder formulation. Yes, very easy to access and to use. These are mostly for prescription. Now, another way to explain this to you is retinol serums like this are cosmetic ground, cosmetic level. Retinols like this are more like pharmaceutical grade, something like that. So let's go on to this. Now, most of this comes in a very mild concentration that anyone can actually use it. Now, who can use it? Now, let's go to advanced clinical. If you're dealing with acne, you want to do cell turnover, you want to take care of your wrinkles, aging signs, wrinkles, and all of that on your hands, your neck, fine lines. This is perfecta for it. Vitamin A is perfecta. All retinol, and all of that simply vitamin A, but in different concentration. Now, this one takes care of wrinkles, anti-aging, and all of that. Is very concentrated, but it's infused with nourishing products like aloe vera and vitamin E. Now, do you understand what I mean by it has a calming ingredients that makes it very easy for anyone to actually use without purging. Now, moving on, we have the Medicube Retinol Serum. Now, this Medicube also has collagen complex. It also is very intense and it is 0%. It is 1%, which is a bit high, but it has products in it that also make it more calmer, and it won't. So this is very, very good for me personally. I love this. These are my two favorites. I've used this, they all go for me, and you can see how amazingly smooth my skin is. I don't need to advertise that, because how can you be a skin doctor and your skin is not speaking? Okay, so let's go back to our we're here. Now we have the Soul 1995. This is my favorite. When I don't see this, someone is not available. When you people don't buy and finish from the shelf, I can go for this, but this I love. I've used the both as sweet. Dark spots gone, wrinkles gone, smooth neck, no spot like this. The formulation is mind blowing. Yes, it's mind blowing, and it's 2%. We also have the 1% also. And now this is for anyone. As early as 20, you can start using retinol. When you start using anti-aging on time, it's different from when you start late. Yes, you can compare yourself with someone who started way back and started good. Not just starting good, starting well matters a lot. Okay. So moving on from that, these are samples of retin that we have. Now, these are different way for application. The problem is not you using the product. The problem is you using it right. Because when you use it right, you get the right result, the essence of that product. One is the sandwich method. How is sandwich done? Bread, butter, bread, right? Or you can do bread, mayonnaise, bread, whatever. The softness is in the middle. So that's how it works. So let's say I want to apply this on my skin. If you have a sensitive skin and your skin gets easily purged, or you're having an active acne and you just don't want to go in straight, if it's your first time especially, you are always advised to go in with a moisturizing serum. Now, this is an example of a moisturizing serum. I love this. It's moisturizing and it's brightening. This is my personal favorite. This or this. I know. I think this is my favorite before this because this is more brightening than this. But that's another topic for another day. Okay. So now you go in with your face wash when you are done. Make sure your skin is properly cleaned. Go in with your toner. The toner must not have an active. Active, I mean, is vitamin C, and all of that. No, or glycolic acid, salicylic acid, those are actives. You need a mild toner like Aquel, Tiam toner, Niles toner. Those are mild toners with no active. So you after your toner, you go in with your moisturizing or hydrating serum or hydrating cream in a very light drop. When it dries completely, you go in with the star of the day, which is your tretinoin or your retinol. When it dries completely, please, when applying any of your serums, do not allow the dropper, that thing where they use commodity thing, to touch your skin. You can easily pick up bacteria from your skin back to the bottle and what compromising the contents. Oh my love. After we are done applying this, whichever one you choose to use, give it minimum of 20 minutes for it to sink in perfectly. Don't flood your skin with products. You're not going to get results, rather it will react the opposites. And this must be a night routine. Anything that has to do with actives, apart from vitamin C, niacinamide, and all of that, can be morning. But you see, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, retinol must, not even maybe, must be a night routine. Moving on from that, that is the sandwich method. When it dries completely, you go back to the moisturizer. That is the sandwich moisturizer. Moisturize, retinol, moisturize. Now, you can go the straight way, which I love to go. I have a dry skin. My skin finds it very difficult to accept things. So, yeah, I go in hard. So, what do I do? After using my toner and all of that, I apply my. So after my retinol, sorry for the misunderstanding, somebody retin, and 20 minutes later, I go with my moisturizer. That is the way I love to go in. It works perfectly for me. I have a dry skin. I don't have a sensitive skin, and my skin finds it very, very difficult to accept things. So I like to go in hard. So that is the thing. If you have my kind of skin, you can just start using retinol or tretinoin. And you can go in with 0.05. But if you have a sensitive skin, like I advise anyone that I know that want to go into anything that has to do with anti-aging, retinol, tretinoin, going slow because it might purge your skin. That's why you see some people don't want to go into with anything that has to do with retinol. But trust me, it's one of the best things that can control your acne. Yes. And then another way is to apply your essence first after your toner. Then you go in with your retinol, and after which, make sure you still moisturize. Now, let me say this clearly: retinol does not work without moisturizing. If you don't like moisturizing, don't bother going in with any form of retinol or vitamin A. It won't give you the result you're looking for. Moisturizing drives it deeper into the skin for better results. So if you don't want to apply a moisturizer, don't use a retinol, a tretinoin, or any form of vitamin A. You won't get the result you seek. Moisturizing is the key for it to act